Tuesday evening, and today 2 hours of riding back home due to awesome weather, heavy rain, really heavy rain. So I still have the effort and the passion of recording another session of my day where I'm sharing with everyone one thing that I achieved, one thing that I learned, and one thing that I find out that I need to fix each and every day. And I will encourage you to do the same. It's really beneficial. It helps you to think through your day and to find out what you achieved and what you learned and what you find out that didn't work so well. So that's a regular intro. So let's go and deep dive into today's achievement. So we have one guy that left our group today. And he was kind enough to spend time with me, and he was really appreciative on. So he used to be a consultant. He worked all around the world, saw different IT shops, and his gratitude was really high to the environment and the no hierarchy environment that we built. He really felt that it was something unique that he hardly saw, and he very advocate of this environment. Obviously, nothing is perfect, so he had his own criticism. But I think an achievement when someone leaves the company and still find the time and the effort to tell you that we created something that is unique. So that's all. That's the achievement for today. Learned. So this is something that really surprised me. And I think it started when the Berlin Wall fell. Everyone understood that less money is going to go to missiles, plans, and other activities that was heavily involved in both sides of the war, of the Cold War. And when it fell down, obviously the market started to boom. And when the market started to boom, everyone understood that there is a need for mathematics to come and help the trading company how to find what is the best derivative to use, what is the best price to sell, what is the best price to buy, regular trading activities. And eventually what happened is that all of those people that lost their job in the USSR and in the States found their way into major banks and major companies that were dealing with trades. Those people came with a lot of physics background, and as this transition happened, it was the boom time of complex adaptive system and complex system, and chaos theory. So those people came and they tried to follow the books that, let's say, the bank handed them over. But the book was very classical economic, and when they tried to implement the classical economic to the data that they got from the market and the knowledge about complex system and the chaos mathematics, they find out that actually the market is not as people thought it is. Actually, the market is extremely complex adaptive system, and all the facts prove that it's complex adaptive system, and they actually leverage the knowledge of complex system in order to get advantage from the market. So a nice story, again, from an awesome book that I'm reading that calls The Origin of Wealth. Really worth reading it, but that's what I learned today. And last but not least, one thing that I find out that I need to fix. Sometimes you're in a meeting and if there's one character in the room that has a lot of ego, it goes well. But when you have 2 or 3 or 4 people that have ego in the room, that's something that I think it would be awesome if someone can find a way how to work around it. The meeting is far away from being productive, and instead the egos are fighting between themselves who is the louder and most convenient one. So interesting to watch, but definitely destructive to what you're trying to achieve. And if someone knows how to deal with it, I'm happy to hear. So that's all for today. One thing that I achieved, one thing that I learned, and one thing that I find out that I need to fix, and that's all for today. Tomorrow is yet another day, and I hope that it won't take me 2 hours to drive back home. And anyway, if nothing will go wrong, I'll record another episode of By Day tomorrow, and up until then, as usual, bye!